You ever feel like English just has way too many words? I mean, it's an amazing, complex language, for sure, but all that complexity can be a real wall to climb. So today, we're going to explore this incredible idea of boiling it all down to the absolute essentials. It's a system called Basic English. Seriously, just think about it for a second. How would you explain something like gravity, or the internet, or even just what you do for a living using only the simplest words you can think of? It's tough, right? It's a real puzzle, and it gets right to the heart of what it means to communicate clearly in our totally connected world. And this isn't just some random thought experiment. For almost 100 years, people, linguists, big thinkers have been on this mission to create a version of English that's super easy to learn and that pretty much anyone can understand. And that quest led to a very specific system. And that system is called Basic English. Now, the goal was never to replace the full English language. We still want our Shakespeare. The idea was to create a tool, like an international key, that anyone, anywhere could pick up fast to share ideas, whether it's for business, science, or just talking to someone new. So what does basic really mean here? Get this. The entire system, the whole shebang, is built on a list of just 850 words. That's it, 850. Now think about that. Most of us know tens of thousands of words, so 850 sounds impossibly small. But the amazing claim is that with just these words, you can say almost anything you need to. Okay, to really see how this could possibly work, we need to stop talking about the big idea and look at a real example. And our source, the Simple English Wiktionary, gives us a perfect one. It tells us that the word send is right there on that core 850-word list. So let's use that as our case study. All right, we're going to put this one, little word, send, right under the microscope. Because if we can understand how this single word functions inside the system, we can start to see the genius and the power of basic English as a whole. Okay, first up, grammar. Even a simple language has to have rules, right? So the system totally accounts for the different ways you need to use a verb. You still have send, sends, sent, and sending. This just goes to show that simplicity doesn't mean being sloppy or ignoring how language actually works. And this is just beautiful. It perfectly shows the core principle. Just look at that definition. It's so clear. It doesn't use any other fancy words like transmit or dispatch. No, it uses other words from the basic list, make, thing, go somewhere, without, person, to explain what it means. The whole system defines itself. It's brilliant. So let's see it in a couple of sentences. In the first one, you're sending a thing, a letter. Makes perfect sense. But check out the second one. You're sending a person, Roger. The fact that this one simple word can so easily cover both situations, well, it shows you just how versatile and powerful these core words really are. Okay, so we've seen how it works, zooming in on just one word. But why does this actually matter? What's the big picture? What's the real-world impact of having a system like this? Well, it turns out the benefits are huge. I mean, for someone learning English, it's a total game changer, right? It's an achievable goal. For companies working across borders, it could prevent millions of dollars in mistakes from misunderstandings. If you're talking about technical manuals for complex machinery, using simple words can literally be a safety issue. And for all of us, it helps build an internet that's more open to everyone, where knowledge isn't hidden behind a giant vocabulary wall. Which leaves us with one last big idea to think about. We usually celebrate rich, complex language, don't we? But in a world that is just overflowing with information and noise, maybe the greatest power doesn't come from complexity. Maybe it comes from pure clarity. So here's the question. Is the ability to be understood by the largest number of people the most valuable communication skill we can possibly have? It's definitely something to chew on.